Hey Virgos, this is Perigaea Tarot. I am here to do a reading for you today. I want to let you guys know that I have started up with my memberships, and so now you can gain access to approximately 25 extended readings every month if you join up for a Virgo Bombshell membership. Yeah, so, and also if you guys want to enter to win a free personal reading, just hit like and subscribe, and then comment down below, I am loved. And yeah, so I'm probably, as far as the astrology videos, I'm going to be moving pretty soon, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is wait until after that gets finished up, and then I'll get into that, and I'll like look into that and figure out what I'm going to do. So, all right, so universe, what is coming up for my Virgos in love? And for the remainder of this week, what is coming up for my Virgos in love? What is coming towards my Virgos in love for the remainder of this week? There's someone keeping their eye on you online. They're worried about you, about being able to fix things with you, about whether or not they can get you to accept an apology. Yeah, there could be, but I feel like this is someone, there could be some fights. This is somebody who does want to put in the effort and fight for this because they want to come out of the cold. I think they're realizing, though, that they're leaving. It's more also that they feel like they've been leaving you out in the cold, and they're understanding that you're not interested in dealing with that anymore. And so this is somebody understanding that they're going to have to like put in some effort, tend to the situation. Universe, what is coming up for my Virgos in love in the remainder of this week? What is coming up for my Virgos in love for the remainder of this week? Ooh. So this could be you receiving some wish fulfillment and happiness. Or I also feel like this could be you deciding that you are just going to like focus on yourself and stop coming out of this place of juggling, of hoping that someone will come in and value you. You know, it's like you're deciding to value yourself and just focus on yourself, which that's wonderful. Universe. Yeah, so with the Temperance in the reverse, you could be indulging in something. Yeah, so you know, I think we're going to do a Celtic cross, you guys. That's what feels right. So what is coming up for my Virgos for the remainder of the week in love? What's coming up for my Virgos in love? Whoa. Oh gosh, no. 1 second. What is coming up for my Virgos for the remainder of the week in love? Okay. Interesting. Oh. Oh, okay. My fan is blowing the cards around. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I would say that underneath the deck, it looks like you're dealing with some feeling of loss and heartbreak, probably from a third-party situation is what I'm picking up on. And this is you know, still feeling this. And I'm sensing here with the Temperance in the reverse, or to the King of Wands, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or with a fire sign, strong Sagittarius. I feel like this is you wondering if something can be healed with someone. But with the King of Wands is a king of action. And with Temperance in the reverse, you know, this is somebody feeling impatient. So this could be your person coming towards you and taking action towards you. Yeah, we have the Tower here. To the Justice. Yeah. So this person could be coming towards you very suddenly, very shockingly, in an attempt to make things right. They could find some kind of legalistic or practical excuse to speak to you. Because I do sense that this is somebody who feels a lot of anxiety about something that happened between the two of you in the past, and they definitely are worried as to whether or not you're going to accept them. So they could come in under cover of practical excuse to speak to you about something technical or legal, just so that they can try to, you know, find out where the ground lies. You could be dealing with with an Aries. But yeah. So I feel like this person is coming in, could be coming in strong, because they want to find out how you feel, and then, you know, they're trying to find an excuse to come in and talk to you that isn't just like being like, I love you. You know, they're trying to come in and be like, oh, there's some kind of charitable reason that I need to come in. There's something I wanted to give to you, or, you know, get from you, or something like that. They're trying to, because what they're doing is they're trying to hold on to, their pride. Strong Leo. So you've got all the fire signs here. You've got Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, a strong Leo with the sun here too. And also Capricorn. But yeah, this person is holding back because they definitely are trying to hold on to their self-esteem and not feel like a doofus. But with the Empress to the Lovers, they definitely want intimacy with you. They see you as they're hoping that they can, you know, this is how they really feel, is they see you as the Empress, and they want intimacy emotionally and physically with you. And they really, it's like that's right, bubbling right underneath the surface, but they're worried about rejection, and they feel a lot of remorse from the past, and they're really worried that if they open up their heart right away, that it could get crushed. Yeah, so they're trying to come in kind of sneaky-like. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Swords in the reverse, I feel like that's what, you know, what this is that potentially someone is sending you a message. And they're coming in some kind of, but because it's in the reverse, I feel like that could be, it's kind of like, maybe there's something false about it. It's like they might come in, you know, acting like there's a problem when there really isn't, or acting like you did something wrong when you really didn't, or, you know, because they're trying to make it seem like they have an excuse to talk to you without making it seem like they just want to talk to you, you know, because they're trying to find an emotionally safe way to come in and kind of show that they're interested. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, I feel like that's what this is. This person is like thinking about you really strongly. I also feel like this could just be saying about you, you know, don't worry about, this could be you trying to come out of like negative thinking. But yeah, I feel like in terms of love, this is somebody reaching out because they're just so anxious, because they want to fix their anxiety, but they definitely don't feel comfortable reaching out. And so what they're doing is they're finding a practical excuse to talk to you about something. In the subconscious energy, though, is someone who wants to cooperate with you. They really are hoping that you guys can find a common ground. In the recent past, we had the Fool, strong, again, Aries. This is somebody who might have, this could have been a situation where with this person you jumped in and kind of like, you know, just kind of went for it with this person. But now in this current setup, it feels like, you know, you're much more apprehensive. And I think that they're realizing this, that they acted like a fool in the past, and they're wanting to come in and like make it right. And so, but they're coming in with this teeny tiny offering. They're coming in with this offering of like just a message of some kind to try and find out if you hate them, essentially. In the conscious mind is the World. So I think that they understand that you're at a point where you're like moving on. Yeah, you're moving on. And so they're watching you is what I'm seeing. They've got their eye on you. Could be dealing with a person with blonde hair, a Taurus, a Leo. Yeah, so in the near future here, we have clarity, but then 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be your person coming in and either getting clarity that makes them happy, but then with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm concerned about like whether or not they are actually whether or not they're actually like putting in the work to do. I feel like that's what this is that this is somebody coming in and it makes you really happy. It makes you feel relieved that this person has come back. And then there's like this pure joy and this sunshiny happiness and this childlike happiness. And yet there you have this apprehension here that this person might not actually like put in the work. And so it's making you feel guarded and apprehensive. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups here in the reverse, in the environment energy, this is you worried that like this person might be too fickle, you know, that they might be too impressionable in relationship to, you know, their environment and how appreciated or desired they feel. And so you're kind of like, well, if the joy fades, is this person going to be loyal? Like, you know, is this just the kind of person who like follows their most fickle, shallow emotions, and then the second that they feel something different or they, you know, get indigestion, they decide to go somewhere else, you know? So in the final outcome, though, we have the Devil. So, I mean, the Devil is binding. The Devil is something where people are bound together. So this could be indulgence. This could be, you know, sexuality. This could be, you know, partying together. But this could also be this person wanting to kind of bind you to them, you know. So let's get some other cards for this. Universe, what can you tell me about this Page of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Swords in the reverse? For what is coming up in my Virgo's love life in the next week. What's coming up for my Virgos in love in the next week? So yeah, bitterness. So I think that this person is sensing that there's bitterness, resentment, anger, and they're really worried. They could be coming towards you in a bit of a bitter attitude because it feels like somebody who's really worried that they've shattered this situation and they want to stop that from happening. They're really thinking about, you know, they're dwelling on memories from the two of you, and it's like they're trying to project it almost, you know, make it your fault, just so that they can like hopefully get you to talk to them and maybe take on some of the blame and forgive them a little bit. Yeah, they're hoping to kind of there could be bitterness about this person being sidetracked or distracted, or the delays that have been going on between the two of you. This could just be how you feel towards this person. Yeah, and this is you, like, you're just, I don't know, this just feels like an energy of being fed up and not wanting to deal with any resistance anymore. You're just like, fine, if I have to be the person alone in the water, that's what I will be, you know, just so long as there's no more BS. What is this? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is you. You're cooperative, and you're willing to release and let go and move on. So I feel like this is you being like, okay, you know, I cannot, you know, it feels like the more that you've tried to hold on to the situation, the more bitter you've felt. And so you're like letting go of the resistance. You're letting go of the whole, like you're not wanting to feel the way that the situation makes you feel, long story short. And so you're just, even though you're in this positive energy of like cooperativeness or even, you know, forgiveness and good natured, you know, feelings, you're just like, I just need to release this and let go. Yeah, but and because I think you're understanding that to hold on to hope and faith and to manifest what you want, you need to not be in an obsessing or negative energy. And that's the thing that I'm a little worried about with this final outcome, is that like you could fall back, you know, this person, it could be that this person's goal is to keep you in an obsessive energy because it feeds them narcissistic supply. Eesh, that's not good. Universe, what can you tell me about this Fool card in the recent past? Yeah, so this is somebody who owed you an apology, and they owed it to you to return. But instead they just avoided, and they walked away. They escaped. They pushed it away. They just walked off like nothing matters. There's been some spying going on, some social network spying, and something shocking could have been seen or revealed. It could have just been that the situation shocked you, the way that this person behaved. Universe, what is this World card in the conscious mind current space? Yeah, so chemistry. This is you, attraction, spark, and passion. So this is you wanting to walk away from this situation because it's just been dragging you down, and you want to feel good about yourself. And you've been realizing that the situation has been keeping you in a place where it's dragging you down and making you feel bad about yourself. Like it almost feels like you're reaching out for something into a shallow and empty space. It's like you're reaching out for love, and where there is none, where you're receiving none, and you're just like tired of it. You're like, why should I invest my devotion or my interest in someone that has nothing to give? This is you understanding that you deserve to be chased, that you deserve to be pursued, and that you want to be. And so you're just walking away because you're like, I don't want to, pour love into an empty hole. Oh, so family, obsession, and thinking. So this could be somebody who is obsessively thinking about you. With family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy, they could be wanting to start a family with you. And it could be that you walking away is sort of inciting this person to want to chase you. Universe, what is this Sun to the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse? So this is somebody, yeah, it's like this is someone I feel potentially, approaching you, and yet you're concerned that, do they really mean it when they say they want a second chance? Do they really want it? Or is it a bluff? Are they just going to do what they did before? Say that they want something and then just bail. So intimacy and divine masculine, bonding, sensual, and confiding. So I feel like this is your person coming and making contact with you. But you are concerned about whether or not this person has any staying power in this next upcoming week. Yeah, you're concerned about one day. You're concerned about, is this somebody who I can trust to stick around, or are they just going to keep stringing me along and saying that they're going to be there, but then is this just a fantasy? Because you don't want to basically be built back up and then left again, is what this feels like. What is this 8 of Cups in the reverse, universe, for my Virgos? Yeah, exactly. You're worried, again, with the second chance in the reverse, you're worried about whether or not this person really means it, whether or not they will be loyal, or whether or not it's just non-committal lusting, if they just want to come back and have sex with you kind of thing. Yeah, you're worried about them running away and leaving you back in that shallow, empty place where you're not receiving love from the person that you're focused on, where you feel empty, where you feel like you're pouring into someone who's walking away and running away. And because you don't want to do that. So what is this 10 of Wands in the hopes and fears? Yeah, again, this is like you not wanting to be pulled into this person's karmic nonsense. Because you want to love the way that love actually happens. You want to love with an open heart, and you have an open heart. And it feels like this person has taken advantage of that and sucked the life out of you. And you don't want to end up back there again, is what you're afraid of. What is this Devil card in the final outcome? So realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. This could be you having a realization about who this person is and how they function and how they keep you down, how they have held back your healing by consistently coming back in, maybe hoovering you back into a situation, love bombing you, and then doing the same thing all over again. Yeah, it's like they come in with this deep love, this unity, this connection, this soulmate thing, and then they become elusive, and it feels like you're being tricked. And it's just like, and then it breaks down your boundaries. Basically, I feel like this is saying you need to honor your boundaries. I think it potentially, if a person comes back, you could, based on your intuition, deal with this person again, but you need to take it slow. Like, don't give them what they want sexually right away. You know, make sure that this person means it, that they're being consistent, is my advice to you. So I'm going to go into the extended reading, get some more information about this, get some details. And I hope to see you guys there. All right.